get into the mystical mind May. I'm telling y'all, this May, it is going to be so important that we are doing mental work. And Spirit has just been channeling to me, downloading to me all the things we need to know and understand in order to have an optimal May, right? But not even just for the month of May. This is really just for our lives. In order for us to shift our lives, we need to understand these few concepts right now. So, come on in. I got to download a channel that I'm going to share with y'all really quickly. And then after that, we're going to hop into some live reading. So, if you know you want a reading, if you know you want a live reading, just say hey, just say me. Well, actually I decided I'm gonna make it more special, right? I'm gonna make it more special this time for the live readings. If you know you want a live reading, I want you to my first mind said a purple heart. First mind said purple heart. So put a purple heart in the comments if you know you want a live reading, and I will hit y'all as I see them come in. Okay, so the month of May is really asking us to tune into our mental patterns. And I got a great download that I'm going to share with y'all. But let me first take a sip of water because, honey, it seems like every time I'm about to go live these days, stuff starts to happen. I get ready to go live right now. And Xfinity sent a message saying, we noticed an outage in your area. We're doing our best to fix it. That's what freaking Xfinity said. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go live on my phone. I'm not going to worry about Wi-Fi, all of that good stuff like that. But that's been happening, right? And so, exactly, like, but it's an opportunity for us to tune in into the energy that serves us, right? So, had to take a moment to do that. Listen, there are three things that I want to share with y'all before we get into these readings. Again, um, the readings that we're going to be doing today are all about shifting your mental space, right? The mental shifts for the month of May. That's what the readings are all going to be about today. So be prepared for that. Also, last a few was absolutely powerful. Everybody who took class was blown away by it. Like, it really shifted how they view their minds, right? And how they use their minds. And so I have been holding on to it for a while, and Spirit said it is now time to share it. So I'm dropping in the comments my class, The Mystical Healing Mind, if I can do it. Baby, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because I don't really be these chats and stuff like that. I'm not that great at it, even though I'm really good at tech. So I got my new class, Mystical Healing Mind. Dreamwise is gonna drop y'all to check it out for all of y'all who want to know how to really shift your mind, how to really change your thoughts, how to really tap in. Go get that class, right? Go get that class. It comes with some great bonuses, but tap in with it. I feel good about this one, and I know that it's going to help some of y'all shift your minds. Let's get into these channels real quick. So, three things came up from Spirit that we need to be focusing on, going to shift our being. The first thing that Spirit gave me that we need to tune into mentally this May is the energy of focus. The energy of focus. Has that been coming up for y'all? Have y'all been feeling recently like you just need to focus? Like your spirit team is like, cut out all distractions, cut out all the chaos, and just focus. Have y'all been experiencing that? I'm going to tell you what that is. I'm going to tell y'all what Spirit is actually giving to us in that experience. So here's why it's so important. Did y'all know, right? Let me get into some history with y'all. Focus originally in the Latin meaning of focus is really fireplace. Like, mind blown. Like, fireplace. The original meaning for the word focus is fireplace. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, what is all of that about? And then I thought about the concept of back in the day, back in those ancient times, whenever they had to have a meeting, whenever the people had to discuss what was going on in their lives, they would all sit around the fire, right? Everybody would sit around the fire, and this is when they would have their in-depth conversation about what is happening in life. And so I'm like, okay, well, now that's making sense. Now that's making sense. And then as I looked at it deeper, Spirit was like, this is when all of your energy comes together to this one point, right? This one point of focus, this one center of energy. Another way that they put it back in the day was focus metaphorically meant a point at which the rays of light meet. The point in which the rays of light meet. That's focus. And so I was thinking about this, and I left this book downstairs. I would have asked Dreamwise to bring it to me, but I'm not gonna have him do too much. But this point where these rays of light meet, that's the divine mind. That's the cosmic mind. That's the God mind. So when we focus, we tap into what they call hyperspace, which is consciousness that is outside of time and space. This is why you could be focused on something, you could be so intently into something, and you've been going at it for an hour, but it feels like only 15 minutes have passed. That's because when you are actually in deep focus, you're no longer just where you are in that physical moment, you are literally in spirit. And so, God was really challenging and channeling to me this need for us to be focused, for us to be in tune, for us to be one with that higher divine self. And the reason why that's important is because when we connect to that divine sacred part of us through our focus, our creations become better. Y'all ever been focused? This is so good. Y'all ever been focused on cooking your meal? You may even been focused at that job, focused when you drive in the car, and everything just seems to go so well. You ever cook the meal, right? And you in your zone. This happens to me all the time. If I get some good music on, I got the kids situated. They are where they are doing their own thing. And I am in that kitchen, and I get to listen to music and just flow. Honey, that food is going to turn out absolutely bomb. Has that ever happened to y'all? And you lose all track of time. It happens to us when we're driving in the car, right? You're on your way to your job, you're on your way to your family house, wherever. Let's say you got a 20-minute, 30-minute drive or whatever, and you are just in that zone of focus. You may be even focusing on a thought. You may be focusing on a plan. You focused on something. But before you look up, your drive was smooth. Your drive was easy, and you've made it to that location or that destination. Well, what Spirit is saying for us right now is that we can accomplish so much more when we focus. So for this month of May, one of the challenges that I am embracing and that I am embodying is the challenge of focus. Like, how can I bring all of my consciousness into this one point? How can I center my energy to this one thing? Because I know and understand that when I do this, one, I make space for God, the divine, my higher self, to really move through me and channel what needs to happen, right? Two, I'm going to do whatever I'm doing greater, exceptionally well, because now God, the divine, the most high is in the midst of it, right? And then three, it gets done faster. Y'all, I be having to, is this only me? Is it only me? Right? Well, it's no longer me because I've been focused recently. But prior to this focus work that I've been in, y'all, let's say I'm on the computer working on a class or something like that. Honey, I'll be on the computer working on the class, and then another thought will come in, and I will pause working on the class and start looking at what I want to eat for dinner, and then something else will come in, and I'm like, oh, well, let me look at these books for these kids. Like, I'm doing like 50, 11 things in my head, right? One of my other spiritual teachers said, it's like having multiple tabs open on the computer. And Dreamwise hates when I do this, right? He probably looking at my laptop right now and being like, why the hell does she have all of these tabs open, right? I got Google open, I got my email open, I got Canva open, I got all of these different things open. And I'm not focused. And whenever that happens, it takes me so long to finish that one task, that one intention. And then it doesn't carry the same power and the vibrancy and the frequency that I wanted it to carry because I didn't have all of my energy and attention on it. So, for the month of May, and I want us to start embodying this energy now, let's start closing out all the tabs that we're not using, right? So like even when I was working on, this class that you all can now go and check out, that is going to shift your mind. It's going to show you literally how to take a negative thought and make it positive. It's going to show you how to actually use the right and left hemispheres of our brain, because we talk about these things, but we don't make it practical, right? And I've made it super practical, super plain, to where you can understand it and implement it immediately, right? But when we close off the tabs, right? When we focus in on that one thing, we get the job done, it gets done better. So we want to start preparing for that now. We want to start embodying that energy now. The month of May is one of creativity. It's the mother. May is for the mother. Y'all already know that. We celebrate Mother's Day. These things are not coincidental. Mothers are creators by nature. And so we all have beautiful things that we're meant to create, beautiful things that we are meant to manifest and bring forward. When we focus, we allow our spirit team, our higher selves, to really move our hands, move our minds in the most divine, creative ways that adds power to our lives. If that's something that y'all know y'all are needing right now, put a yes in the chat. Okay, put a yes in the chat. I know I do. I know and understand that when I'm focused, that's when I create my best work. And so y'all, and I know some of y'all may think you got ADD and ADHD. Cause I swear sometimes I'll be looking at myself like, girl, do you got ADD? Because you be, I could be, oh my, and Dream be getting on me, y'all. He be getting on me. I'll be doing one thing. And he like, I'll be cooking dinner, right? And this just happened like this past weekend. I was cooking dinner, or I was making plates. Dinner was already cooked. And he like, how the hell you just started making cookies? I'm like, I don't know. Like, that's just what I felt like I needed to do right now. He was like, but damn, like we about to eat. And then I justified it. I'm like, well, wouldn't it be great for these cookies to be already prepared when that dinner is done? When you done, right when you finish that plate of food, the cookies are coming out of the oven all nice and warm. Wouldn't that be great? He's like, yeah, that would be great. But that's how my mind be working, right? And so I'm learning on bringing it in, because the most important thing that I take away from this is that when we are in the energetic space of focus, we do our best work, whether it is cooking, working, sexing, no matter what it is you are doing, you're going to do your best work when you are focused on that one task. So that's number one. All right. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that spirit is like, okay, I need you to focus in this time. All right. I'm glad y'all understanding that and y'all on that same path as well. Good, good, good. All right. Number two, the thing that spirit is saying that we really want to be tapping into for this May season is optimism. Optimism. So the other day, we just moving through life, doing what we do, taking care of kids, family time or whatever. And I just realized that sometimes I can be very realist, right? Very realist. And y'all let me know in the comments, do you feel like you are more of a realist, a pessimist, or an optimist, right? Like, which one do you really feel like you are? Just this past week, I realized that I could be more of a realist, right? Where I'm looking at things for what I perceive it is, right? That is what it is, right? And Spirit was working on me and saying, but is being a realist, is seeing it for what it is that in alignment with what you desire? Is that a part of what you actually want, how you're seeing this situation? And I had to reflect on that and be like, actually, no. Sometimes I'm being a realist about things that I don't actually desire. And so Spirit was like, it's time to work on being more optimistic. It's time to work on being the optimist. And y'all, I'm talking about, like, it could be the most subtle things, right? Like if Kai is crying or something like that, right? He's crying, I'm taking care of him or whatever. And he, and I feel like, he crying so much, I can't do what I need to do, right? That may be looked at as pessimistic. That may even be looked at as realistic because, y'all, prime example. This morning, I wake up and I take my morning shower, do my morning gratitude. Kai is cool as a cucumber. He's calm. Right when I get out the shower, y'all, wah, wah. I mean, he is just going off. I'm trying everything to get dressed, right? I'm trying everything to get dressed. I just wrap my towel around me and I'm like pushing him in his little rocker thing. And I'm just like, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. You're going to be calm. You're going to be calm. And none of the things that I was doing was working, right? So I had to pick him up, and I realized that I hold him a lot on my left side. Mamas or people who've ever had to take care of kids, have y'all ever realized that you have a predominant arm that you hold that kid on? Have y'all ever realized that? My side of my body that I hold my kid on is the left. And Spirit was like, you need to put him on the opposite side so that you can give your left arm a break because you're always holding him on that side. So I put him on my right side, which is uncomfortable, which is not normal for me. But in that moment, this new optimism sparked for me because I do everything with my right hand because I'm right-handed. But when I had to hold him on my right side, I had to brush my teeth with the left. And Spirit was like, see, that's the gift of optimism, right? Yes, the kid is crying, but me deciding to focus on being optimistic just put me in a position to balance out my brain. So that's just something that we do whenever we're trying to expand our minds. That's just something that we do whenever we're trying to create more balance between our masculine and our feminine energies. If you're used to doing something with the right, do it with the left, and vice versa. So this morning, I'm holding him on my right side, brushing my teeth awkwardly with my left, but it was a brain exercise. It was a multi-dimensional thing. And so because I didn't get caught up and frustrated in the fact that he was not letting me do my morning routine in the way that I usually like to do it, because I've decided to be more optimistic, there was a blessing that came out of that, right? And so that's what optimism does for us. That is what we're being asked to lean into. And it can be some of the simplest things that we feel like is just so real and so present in our lives, like a baby that's crying, right? That is such a earthly, fleshly thing, right? A baby crying that you need to tend to, that you need to nurse and care for, right? But Spirit is like, yes, that situation is real, but how we view it is what matters the most. So I started thinking about this optimism, and it turns out that optimism, y'all, is a Latin word that originally was optimist, like Optimus Prime, right? Like Optimus Prime, Transformers, right? And optimist means best. Optimist means best. And so I keep on exploring and digging and like, okay, Spirit, reveal more to me. Did y'all know, this is so genius? Optimist originally, right? Originally, before time passed and they gave it a new meaning, optimist originally used to mean that we live in the best world possible, right? Like, optimist used to mean that the life we're living right now is our best world, right? Is what we are meant to be living. Right now is our best reality. That's what optimist used to mean centuries ago, right? They said like 17th century, it used to mean that we are living in the best possible world. And so when you think about it that way, now it takes us to a whole nother level. Because what we're saying to our higher selves and what we're saying spiritually is that the spirit of optimism is literally the path to my greatest reality. Because when I'm optimistic, when I am being an optimist, I am automatically in the best world possible. So I was just like, this is amazing. Optimism is literally the path to your greatest reality. Wow. So, if you've been a realist or a pessimist, or you've been a person that thinks worst case scenario first, I'm encouraging you now to challenge yourself to be an optimist. Challenge yourself to be the person who assumes the best, because you know and understand that this world that you live. I'm back. Okay, I was frozen. Can y'all see and hear me now? Can you see and hear me now? I was absolutely frozen. One of those glitches we've been talking about definitely happened. Okay, yes, we got a yes. Awesome, thank y'all. So yes, there is definitely a song that's called Optimistic. Be optimistic. So with all of this, I mean, spirit is so freaking powerful. So a year ago, right? Yeah, I did receive a phone call, Shaquila, and it just froze the whole thing. So a year ago in June, this June, it'll be a year since we did the Mystic Mind Conference. And in that conference, I specifically talked about how to use your mystical mind for manifestation. So if you get the class, the Mystical Healing Mind class, which I just released right now, if you get that class, you're going to get my part of the Mystic Mind Conference, which is all about using your mind for manifestation, okay? So my grandfather, and I'm telling y'all, all of this stuff is so synchronistic. My grandfather, who passed away last November 2023, he passed away. Funny enough, around the same time that Brother Panic passed away. Not only that, my grandfather is also a Taurus, just like Brother Panic. Brother Panic's birthday is April 25th. My grandfather's birthday is April 27th. So even with all of that, there's a lot of synchronicity and connection between us, Panic, and just this spiritual work, right? My grandfather was an eternal optimist. And he was so optimistic. It was almost like weird how optimistic he was, because my grandmother could be there jumping down his throat. Y'all know how you have the little sweet old grandpa, and then you got the grandma that talk a lot, that always got something to say. She argumentative. She is just like rambunctious. Y'all ever seen that kind of family dynamic? You got the grandpa. All he says, yeah. Literally, all my grandpa used to say is, yeah. Like, literally, that's all he said. I mean, of course, he had a lot of words. But whenever it came down to anything in our lives, it's, yeah. All right, Daisy. My grandpa was just the eternal optimist. Like, you will never see him shake. Even when he was at the end of his life and going through so much stuff, right? And fighting this battle for his life, you would never see him be down. You would never see him be down. And I'm getting a little bit of teary-eyed thinking about this. But as he was at the end of his life, he still had a smile. As he was battling and going to doctors and this and that and not being able to be at his home, as he was in all of these spaces and places, he still had a smile. Like, what? Then you got my grandma on the opposite side. She's like, yeah, well, this. She got a lot to say, right? She's like that. She got a lot to say. And even when she was, because they were doing their planning, right? Their estate planning, because he's at the end of his life and all of that. And Papa didn't really have much of his stuff in order. And so Grandma was all frustrated with him, like, why don't you got this together? And why don't you got that together? I mean, just going off on him. And he just kept on smiling, right? He just kept on not worrying about it, not being consumed in it, right? The eternal optimist. So shout out to him. I say to you, Papa, that's a lesson. That's a lesson that we can take away in our lives to support us in remaining optimistic, right? Because when we have optimism, when we perceive life from the greatest possibilities, when we look at our circumstances like there's only the best is yet to come. And something that we learn from Brother Panic as well is this idea that everything is working out for us, which that's been a topic that I've been putting out there for the last few weeks as well. That's just the spirit of optimism. So when we partner optimism with focus, there's absolutely nothing that we can't do. So our focus has to be one of, I'm focused on my optimism. I'm focused on only seeing the best to come out of my situations and circumstances. I'm focused on everything is working out for me. That's a shift in perspective. That's a shift in how we show up. And so I wanted to give y'all that. And the very last thing that I'm going to give y'all before we do these readings, because we are still going to do some readings, because I want y'all to know what mental shifts you need to make, or what areas of your life you need to be making them. I want to say, set timers on your phone. I want y'all to set timers on your phone. I already have timers on my phone just from life, right? The time that we need to leave to pick up the kids, the time that I want to start my work, the time that I get up and clean, the time that I get up and move or do some yoga, all of that stuff. Set timers on your phone. Or if you already have timers on your phone, use those timers. It may be a timer to go to your job, a timer to get the kids, whatever it may be. Use those timers to connect to that God force energy. Use those timers to initiate that optimism. Use those timers as moments of refocus. That's what I've been doing. My alarm, it goes off. Peach butter, I'm just like you. I got so many alarms. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4:45, 6 o'clock. I got all of these alarms. And I was only just using them for my human things, right? For the responsibilities of life. But as I've been working on my focus and working on my optimism, Spirit was like, psst, this is how Spirit be doing me. Just like a tap on the shoulder, like, psst, use that timer to say your gratitude, affirmations. Use that timer for you to tune in. And so, yes, I have responsibilities. Yes, these alarms are going off for things that I have to do. But before I move into all of those things, I'm using those moments just to say, thank you. And it's so beautiful because what it has helped me with is, so like yesterday, I'm cooking dinner. The alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. I automatically know what I'm grateful for now. I'm grateful that I have this food that I get to cook. I'm grateful that I have the strength, the vitality, the vigor, and the mindfulness to be able to prepare a delicious meal. I hear my kids laughing and playing while I'm cooking. I'm grateful for their laughter. I'm grateful for their joy. I'm grateful for their health and well-being. I saw Dream holding baby Kai. He's patting his back. I'm grateful for a supportive, helpful, present partner. So those alarms, when they go off, you don't even have to search high and low for what to be optimistic or what to be grateful for. Look around. Like literally, I just looked around. There were so many things to be grateful for. And as I intentionally tuned into that energy, I was able to feel the presence of my higher self, feel the presence of God. And the essential part of that is the more we feel that energy, the more we unlock more possibilities, healing, manifestation, and transformation in our lives. Okay? So those are the 3 things that I want to give y'all to focus on for the month of May. If you can dedicate yourself to those things, there is absolutely nothing that you can't do. Greatness is going to be bestowed upon you because you're focused, which means you're in tune with the Most High. You're allowing that energy to move through you. You're optimistic. You're only seeing the best. And then number 3, you're grateful. You're grateful. And every time you have gratitude, you are tuning in with that divine presence. All right? If we are ready to do some readings, put a yes, yes in the chat. Put a yes, yes in the chat. We're going to spend some time on some readings. And I really just wanted to do this because Spirit always gives me my work. And I a lot of times feel like the work that I'm doing or what Spirit is leading me towards, I feel like so many people can use that insight, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing with y'all what Spirit has been giving me. Okay? Okay. Now, let me also clarify this, right? Because I know people be coming and going. You got to be here to get a reading, right? You got to be here to get a reading. So, I see Peach Butter was really the first one in, the first one that requested a reading. So, we definitely are going to go there first. Somebody just left a donation. What's happening here? Wow, beautiful woman here. Oh, thank you, King Linwood. Appreciate that. So we got some hearts here for their reading. If you want a reading, drop a purple heart, drop a purple heart. I'm gonna do as many of them as I can. And then if you want to skip the line, you are more than welcome to send a donation. Okay, King Linwood. Yes. So Peach Butter is still here. So we're gonna start with her. And then after Peach Butter, I saw Shakira. After Peach Butter, we got Shakila. And then I just want to know that y'all are still here in here. Shakila, Static Shock, Celestial, Earth Goddess, and Bree B. That's what we got right now, okay? So again, as I'm shuffling these cards, when I get to your name, I really want you to tune in and really turn on the frequency of what mental shifts you need to make this this month of May. That's what we're focusing on. What mental shifts you need to make this month of May. That's what the energy is. I wish I had a cap. Ooh. Gotta cover my head. Thank you, Spirit. All right. I really need, I'm gonna have to go, okay, Shakila, not Shakila. Peach Butter. First card that came out for you, Peach Butter, is intuitive. Intuitive. So this to me says that you are in a space right now, Peach Butter, where you are trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your knowing, right? We're getting out of second guessing, right? You're getting out of the second guessing. You're moving away from questioning the divine messages that you receive, right? You are being communicated with. So here's the thing. You grow your intuition the more you listen. The more you listen, the greater, the more powerful your intuition becomes. So you really want to know that, you want to understand that, and you want to integrate that into your being, okay? The greater or the more you follow your intuition, the more your messages will come. That's the message for you. Listen, listen, listen. And as you do that, there's going to be a certain power and a certain rebirth that actually manifests for you. Now, look, y'all. I gotta go and get my because I can't do readings without covering my head, and I should have known. So stay here. Don't go anywhere, right? Don't go anywhere. I go and get my head covering. Oh, stay there, okay? And if you want your reading, stick around. I'll be right back, but I gotta cover my crown because let me tell you, when you open up these portals, be tapping in with people's energy, no matter who you are, you gotta cover your head, okay? I love y'all, but I still gotta cover my head. And I'm back, right? Y'all can't see it, but I got my yarmulke on. Y'all know in the Jewish community when they wear their yarmulke, they wear their yarmulkes in the Jewish community because they got to protect their crown. They know that God enters through the crown, so you got to protect that. And so I protect my crown when I do these readings all the time. And you know what? It's also so that y'all aren't picking up on my energy, right? So when these messages come through, they are for you, and there's no interference. Okay, there's no back and forth. It just is what it is. Protection at all times. Exactly. I'm glad y'all know. I'm glad y'all know. I'm glad that y'all are rocking with it. Okay, I'm glad y'all are rocking with it. And I'm seeing more purple hearts come through, so I'm getting y'all. And Keon Sparks, I see your purple. I see your hearts. I get it. You know what's been coming up a lot is the violet flame. So I feel like the purple was just a divine channel. Okay. Let me also say this. If you want to get your reading nice and quick, you are more than welcome to send a donation. If you send a donation, you'll skip the line. The best place to send the donation is my Cash App, which is Relationship Alchemy, money sign Relationship Alchemy. I said I'm going in order by how I see the purple heart. I got about 20 more minutes to spend with y'all. I'm gonna try to not stay on anybody too long, but ultimately we trust in spirit. All right. And these readings are for what mental shifts you need to make for the month of May. If you need to go back and listen to this video, go back and listen to it because you'll hear me talk about 3 things that spirit has channeled, but there are specific things that are relative to your life, right? The donation is whatever's in your heart. I'm not saying you got to do this, you got to do that. Now, don't be funny. Like somebody done, and I'm not judgmental or critical or anything like that. Somebody done sent 99 cents before. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. You still got to wait. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Intuition is coming up a lot right now. Intuition is coming up a lot right now. Shakila, I'm going to tell you that right now too. Because I just saw 2 cards. One said inner knowing, one said intuition. Dream, if you will drop the Cash App in the chat so people can know how to get there. It's Relationship Alchemy. Send a donation to skip the line, child, because the kids got to get picked up at a certain time. Y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. All right, now we're gonna focus on Shakila. I'm gonna stop talking so much. Focus on Shakila. What mental does Shakila need to make right now? Okay. 2 cards just came out for you, Shakila. You got the ladybug and you got the ram. So, 2 things. One, the optimism, you really got to take it up a notch, right? We talked about the optimism with the ladybug coming out. That is saying to me, One, you really want to start to claim your fortune, claim your luck, claim that Jupiter energy. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, start doing rituals every Thursday. See, this is the focus that Spirit is talking about. The focus that Spirit is talking about is how can you consistently stay tuned in, turned on to a certain energy, right? How do you stay focused on that? So your spirit team is like, good luck and fortune is coming through for you, but you got to persevere. So perseverance along with the good luck, when we bring those things together, let's say consistently doing things that make you feel lucky. Consistently doing things that make you feel fortunate, right? That's what we're talking about. All right, that's the energy from you. Focusing on your fortune, focusing on your luck. I just saw a donation from Keon come through. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to Nessa, and then we'll jump back up to Static Shock. Keon. Ooh, Keon. And remember, as I come to you, make sure that you also have in your mind, Spirit, what do I need to focus on? Keon, you need to focus on taking action. You need to focus on taking action. Okay? What this means is inspired action. So it's not just about doing, right? Your spirit team is like, doing. What we're talking about is doing the things that are spiritually led. Doing the things that are spiritually led, okay? These people is really calling my phone today. Doing the things that are spiritually led, all right? I will tell you, Keon, the class that I just released that is on my website called The Mystical Healing Mind will be a great class for you, because what I teach in that class is how to listen to your intuition, that divine feminine energy, and then act on it, how to move on that energy. And that's what's coming up for you. Taking action. It's like, what are you afraid of, right? If the divine brought you to it, the divine will bring you through it. So take the risk. Do that thing that you've been thinking about but feel a little afraid of, because if you've been thinking about it, contemplating it, that is your spirit team coming through. That is your spirit team giving you that message, giving you that understanding that this is for you. Here's the catch. It may not result in what your human mind thinks the result will be. A lot of the times the manifestations don't come in the way that we think they'll come. It ends up being something totally different, but still in alignment with the ultimate goal. Okay? Dream, where do you find the Cash App? The Cash App, you can find it in the description of my page or the description of this video. You can scroll and you'll be able to see it. But it's Relationship Alchemy on Cash App. Of course, money sign goes first. Let's see. Let's go with Nessa, and then we're going to come up to Static Shock. Remember, if you want a reading, you got to be here. You can't not be here, because I want to talk to you. I want to tune into you. Let's see. All right. You got nobility. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself this season. Ooh, this is so good. Nessa. Success in whatever area of your life you've been looking at, whatever area of your life you've been thinking about. Success and fortune is here for you, right? Success and fortune is here for you. Here's the thing. You miss out on the accomplishments when you fail to acknowledge them. So what you want to be doing in this season, in this May, what you want to be looking at is, how do you appreciate yourself? How do you honor yourself? How do you celebrate your royalty and your regalness, right? Nobility is also about being royal and regal. So you got to treat yourself that way. You know what I like to call this? I call this self-deification. A lot of times people are always honoring the gods and the goddesses and altars and gifts and things to all of these other entities, but not doing that to yourself, right? So for you, you're being asked to celebrate yourself, Take a moment to look at the things that you overcome. Take a moment to appreciate your own growth, your own transformation, so that you really can revel in it. Because when you spend that time, when you spend that moment of just being like, wow, I did accomplish that. I did complete that. That did happen, right? When you take a moment to say, I did that, now your ego is like, oh, this is good. Let's keep doing this, right? But when you don't take that moment, that inner child part of you questions if it was worth it, if the work was worth it. And the work is always worth it. So give yourself that appreciation, give yourself that love. All right? Hey, Static Shock said, I'm here. Yes, I see you. So we're going to go to you next. Actually, and that King Linwood, you let me know if you want to. Oh, yeah, King Linwood did want a reading. So we're going to go to Static Shock. Then I'm going to go to King Linwood. And then we'll be back up to Bree. Again, you got to be in the room. Static Shock. Patience. Patience. You know what is boiling down for you, Static Shock, is cultivating a deep level of trust. Cultivating a deep level of trust. It's knowing and understanding that everything is really working out for you. When you are patient, you know, right? You know that you know that you know that what you desire is happening, right? There's no need to rush. Like, why rush it? You don't got to rush it. It don't have to happen today, because you know and understand that when you get there, all is well. Right? When you get there, all is well. So you are being asked, Static Shock, you are being asked to be still and know. Be still and know. And that goes back to that optimism. That goes back to that focus. That goes back to just, being in this space of like, I know that I know that I know that everything is working out for me. It's happening. It's happening now. All right? Powerful, powerful. King Linwood, hopefully you are still in here. You sent the donation. Hopefully you are still in here. Let me know if you're still here. We're going to get a card for you. We're going to see what's coming through for you. Send the donation. And then Bree Bell, definitely let me know you're still in here. I saw a whole bunch of purple hearts. And I want to show y'all some love, but I want you here. King Linwood, I'm doing yours because you sent that donation, so I'm sure if you're not here, you'll probably pop back in. King Linwood, you got the Guardian. The first thing that I heard as I looked at this card is guarding your gate. You are being asked to guard your gates. Do you know what the gates are? And this is really important for everybody. You got the gates of your eyes and the gates of your ears, right? The gates of your eyes, the gates of the ears. Y'all seen, the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's because these are gates. These are portals into your mind, portals into your being. Very detailed about what you are watching and what you are listening to. Everything that you are observing, everything that you are letting into your gates, it is in alignment with what you want, right? What you desire. So if you know you want to buy a house, start looking at HGTV. Start looking at like some construction shows or something if you know that that's what you want to do, because you're letting that into your eye gate and you're letting that into your ear gates, right? Guard it with your heart. You need to guard your conversations, guard your communications, okay? Guard your gates. Guard your gates. Your gates are important. That goes for everybody. I don't watch stuff that I know. Like, if it's not on the frequency that I'm trying to radiate on, I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that. So the trailer for the movie Them, or the series Them that is coming out on Amazon Prime, Dream and I watched it last night. Have y'all seen the trailer? Like, the first season, I was able to watch it. I was good on it. I was like, yes, okay, Them, this is good. Black people in the 60s figuring out, or whatever they were in, 40s, 50s, 60s, figuring out life. Honey, this Them that they putting out right now, I told Dream last night, I said, baby, I'm not watching it. Because it's just not on my frequency. It's scary. And I don't have time for fear frequency, okay? I don't have time for fear frequency. All right? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lauren Camille says, I would like a reading. Hey, Lauren. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Let's pull a card for Lauren, then we'll come back up to the purple hearts. Remember, if you want to skip the line, you can send a donation. If you send a donation, preferably to Cash App, because YouTube do what they do. They take like 50% of the donation. So, Lauren, rebirth. Rebirth, Lauren. You are being asked to fly, fly, fly. Fly, sis. In what ways are you meant to let your wings fly? You know, in what ways are you meant to open up your wings and fly? Um, so there's a regeneration process that's happening for you. And part of this regeneration, rebirth phase, Lauren, that's happening for you is you are letting go of carrying so much on your shoulders that are blocking you from expanding your wings, right? Like so much responsibility, right? And yes, we have responsibilities. Yes, we have things in life that we have to do and that we have to take care of. But there's nothing more important than, okay? There's nothing more important than the responsibility of you, who you are. All right? So that's what I want you to do. Fly. Fly and be reborn. So the ways in which, Lauren, you've blocked yourself from blossoming and blooming, I'm also hearing allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be perceived, right? That's a part of you flying. That's a part of you opening up. That's a part of you being who you're meant to be. The animal on that card was a butterfly, and everybody loves to look at butterflies. Like nobody, when a butterfly flies around people, everybody stops and looks because they're so beautiful, because they're so captivating. And so that energy is you as well. And so you have to let yourself be seen. And because you know you're going to be seen, girl, get cute, okay? Dress up. Put that lipstick on, right? Put on some mascara. I ain't saying you got to do a whole beat down on the face. If you want to do that, you can. But because you are now putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to be seen, to be perceived, and all of that good stuff like that, you might as well dress it up and give people something to see. This is your rebirth, okay? This is your energy, all right? Let's see, Bree. Bree Bell. What's up with you, Bree? Let's see what comes through for you. Ooh, a lot. A lot. A lot is coming through for you. All right. After Bree, we're going to go to I Am Infinite Being. After Bree, we're going to go to I Am Infinite Being. Let's see. Intuitive and fire. I knew that fire card was going to come out. So you got two cards, Bree. You got intuitive, the loon bird, and then you got the tiger, which is fire. Girl, and why I hear I got that fire, I'm hotter, I got that fire, come and try me. You can spark it up and I'ma put you out. You could. Oh my God, I'm picking up on like some heavy Lil Wayne energy for you. Okay? I'm picking up on some heavy Lil Wayne energy for you. You need to go back and listen to some of that old Lil Wayne where he used to just be like, you couldn't tell him anything, right? He was just in his Lil Wayne, you know, back in the day before he dyed his hair blonde. Y'all know that old Wayne that I'm talking about, right? That Wayne, you couldn't tell him nothing. He was the best rapper alive, right? This is how you want to start feeling about yourself. This is the bag you need to get in for yourself. Let me tell you, this is what a lot of us have to understand. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. The only thing that matters is what we think. That's literally the only thing that matters. Literally. So here's what I mean. Let's say you're going out. You literally need to feel that you are the most beautiful, the most captivating, the most lovely woman in the room. You need to feel that about yourself. It could be a Beyonce in the room. It could be a Kelly Rowland in the room. None of that matters. There has to be a fire inside of you that says, no matter who is in this room, I still feel like I'm the most beautiful. It don't matter. It don't matter who gets it. It doesn't matter who agrees. You have to feel that for yourself. And as you feel that for yourself, this opens you up to more possibilities, because now you feel worthy and deserving of all of the beautiful, great things in life. So you got to tap into some of that Lil Wayne energy. Let some of his energy really support you in feeling like you are the best you, because that's all you can do is be the best you. That's all you can do is be the best you. It don't matter who in the room. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Desiree D. Ray Wise, anybody else. So you want to start do some fire energy work, right? Light some candles, girl. Get sexy. I like candles for myself. I like candles because candles to me represent sensuality. It's just sexy. It's just fire. It's just hot. Light some candles. Light that fire. Okay? I'm also hearing another song, but I ain't even gonna go there. Feel the fire. Feel the fire. Go check that one out too. But light you some candles and just big yourself up. Make that a ritual. Make that a ritual for your life. Every Friday, Bree. Every Friday, you lighting a candle and you just celebrating yourself. You in the mirror, you bigging yourself up, you uplifting yourself, you encouraging yourself. All right? Let's go to I Am Infinite Being. Peace, brother. After I Am Infinite Being, we're going to go to Lamar. I know people are like, put me in the loop. Listen, if you send a donation, you skip the line. Without a donation, you in the line. So I got I Am Infinite Being, and then Lamar, and then let me go up here to see. And I want to get to as many of y'all as possible. Then we're going to go to Celestial Earth Goddess. And then, let me see, after Celestial Earth Goddess, and y'all keep me in order, okay? Because I don't want to lose track of y'all. Y'all keep me in order. After Celestial Earth Goddess, then we will have Stellar Jewel. After Stellar Jewel, wait, see, I don't know, y'all. After Stellar Jewel, then it'll probably be Livity Rich. I think that's what that name was. All right, I Am Infinite Being. Let's see. What is up? Ooh. Abundance. I live in abundance. So what this is saying for you, it's time to shift to an abundance mindset. To a mindset that says, I am enough. There is enough. There is nothing that is off limits to me. Shifting to abundance mindset is you understanding that wisdom, you have sacred insight, and because you have that, nothing is off limits to you. You know what you want to lean into the idea of wholeness. I am infinite being. Wholeness. And you want to start saying an affirmation or prayer about wholeness and nothing being missing from you. Okay? There's nothing missing from you. That is a deep code for you to integrate. Nothing is missing from me. I have everything that I need. And the reason why you have everything that you need is because you're connected to the Most High. And as you're connected to the Most High, there is no limitation. There is only abundance, because the Most High is of abundance, right? There's no way around that. So this is a thought process. This is a mind pattern to integrate into your being, right? I am whole. A lot of times we stop ourselves from doing, being, having what we are meant to have because we feel like there's something missing. And there's nothing missing when you are one with the divine. There's nothing missing when you allow your higher divine self, that God self, to integrate with your being. There's absolutely nothing missing. Abundance is yours. Peace is yours. Fortune is yours, right? Wholeness is yours. Health and well-being is yours. So this is a perspective for you to integrate with I Am Infinite Being. Wholeness. You could even write the word wholeness on your mirror in your bed, in your bathroom. So every time you go in the bathroom, you just see the word wholeness. Nothing is missing. Nothing is void. Everything is exactly as it should be, right? All right, beautiful. Lamar, Lamar, you got 2 cards that just came out for you, Lamar. One, assertive. Come on, Lamar. We know all about that energy. And then you got this card, protector. Assertive and protector. Assertive and protector. You know something that I want you to realize, Lamar? There's power in your silence, too. So when you do speak, when you do talk, when you do express, right? When you do tap into that gift of the voice, it's even more potent. It's even more assertive. It's quality. There's an assertiveness, a leadership that wants to move through you right now. But what we also have to understand is that sometimes leaders have to be quiet and just observe what's happening, right? So know and understand, Lamar, that you are safe in that. You are protected in that, right? Sometimes, and you're such an old soul. You have so much experience. You have so much life. You have so much wisdom. Sometimes just observing the wisdom is all you need to do. Sometimes just observing the wisdom makes the difference. Sometimes just observing the insight and then assertively communicating what you've observed is all you need to do. Okay? So be assertive. Stand in that leadership role. Know that you have a role that you are meant to fulfill in this cosmic grand scheme of things. Right? And sometimes you being quiet is for your protection. Come on. Wow. Listen, Lamar, I feel that so deeply. I hope you feel it deeply too. I hope you feel that deeply too. Because, honey, I feel that so deeply. So deeply. Okay? We got people sending in donations. Miss Pitts just sent in a donation. And I know, let me see. Let me scroll up here. I got to Bree. Good. We're going to go to Celestial Earth Goddess. And then some of y'all got different names on Cash App than you do on YouTube. So I really don't know who is who. Y'all got to make it connect for me. So, y'all got to make it connect for me. Celestial Earth Goddess say, I'm here. Miss Pitts and Cat Rivers, are y'all the same person? Because you said you just sent the donation. I just saw something came through for Miss Pitts. So if y'all the same person, I'm definitely coming to you next. Celestial Earth Goddess. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Self-reliance, Celestial Earth Goddess. Okay, so Spirit is coming through for you really quickly and just saying, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Know that you are equipped. It makes me feel like what I just said for I Am Infinite Being, that wholeness. You have everything you need inside of you. Everything you need dwells inside of you. But you got to just trust it. Trust that you are equipped. Trust that you are prepared. Trust that you are able. Trust. And move in it. You know what I mean? You know what you could do? Something that you want to do, Celestial Earth Goddess, is this. I done burnt this day. It got real lit up in here. Y'all ever burn your Palo Santo and it just get too strong? You start burning your eyes and all of that? Yeah, no, that's what just happened over here. I done burnt it real good. Something that you want to do, Celestial Earth Goddess, you want to, whenever you're about to make a decision or whenever you're about to do something in your life where you're kind of maybe feeling hesitant, maybe feeling a little doubt, maybe feeling like you don't know if you're prepared or not, ask your spirit team to show you a sign. Say, give me an undeniable sign of how I'm meant to move forward. And then as they reveal that to you, then you know. Then you know you got to move with that. You got to walk in that path. But when you don't have a system in place to help you to become for sure about what it is you're supposed to do, this is where the second guessing comes into place. Okay? So ask for that for sure sign. Whether you communicate better in your dreams, whether you communicate better in your waking life, like maybe you see something on TV or you hear somebody say something, whatever that thing is, discipline yourself to create that as a practice. Let's go to Miss Pitts. Wow. I just saw 2 flying ducks. So abundance is here for all of us, right? If y'all were in the Patreon a few weeks ago, multiple of us saw ducks. I just saw 2 ducks fly across the way. Miss Pitts, higher calling. Okay. This is a time for you, Miss Pitts, to really lean into how you transform your pain into purpose. Move from this thought process of, this happened, it is what it is, don't really like it, to saying, this happened to serve me, this happened to support me, this is uplifting me, encouraging me, moving me to who and what I'm meant to be, right? You got these lions. You are royal, you are regal, right? You are divine. And all of your experiences, Miss Pitts, is just a part of your hero's journey, right? It's just a part of your hero's journey. That's all it is. So when you know that this is a part of your hero's journey, right? When you know that this is a part of your hero's journey, you take it and it's turning water to wine, essentially. Okay? That's what you're being asked to do. How can you reflect on your life and turn water into wine? How can you turn pain into purpose? And this is a perspective, right? This is a mental thing. So whenever there is any type of delay, right? Whenever there is any type of distraction, whenever there is anything that seems to want to kind of throw you off, it's good. That's the optimist. That's being optimistic. That's the mystic mindset. That is raising everything in your life up to a higher calling. Let's say you run late to work. You don't just think in your mind, oh, I'm late, they're going to write me up. Oh, this is going to be this, it's going to be this. You say, oh, I'm late because Spirit is protecting me. I'm late because I'm not needed there right now. I'm late because, where I am right now in this present moment is requiring more of me. It's leading me to what I actually want and what I actually desire. So everything in your life, Miss Pitts, you want to give it a higher vibration. You want to give it a higher calling. You want to give it a greater meaning than what, let's say, the regular world or a regular mundane person would believe. And that's a discipline. So you're disciplining yourself to always see the best out of everything. And if you missed the beginning of this video, I encourage all of you really to go back and listen to the beginning of the video. All right. A few more readings and then I'm gonna get out of here. And then I also want to say, listen, my new class just dropped. It's the mystical healing mind, and it's all about how to use your mind for healing, how to use your mind for transformation, how to use your mind for manifestation. Like literally, I dive into balancing out the masculine and the feminine minds. We talk about this all the time. We talk about, oh, I'm in my masculine, oh, I'm in my feminine. And this class is for men and women. But we talk about this all the time, but we don't actually know what that is, how to live by it, what to do with it. So go check that class out. It comes with a workbook and it comes with my live conference session that we did for the Mystic Mind Conference last year, right? Go check that out. If you know you've been having thoughts that don't feel right, if you know you haven't been able to think the thoughts that lead to your manifestation, that lead to what you desire and want, that class would be a great option for you. Let's go to Stellar Jewel. Stellar Jewel. Let's see. What is in store for Stellar Jewel? Ooh, community. Community. Stellar Jewel, are you a part of our Patreon? If you are, I see y'all be having these aliases on YouTube. I don't know who's who. But if you're not, you need to look at that. You need to look at joining. We have a book club every Wednesday and Saturday, and we've literally developed community. Like, we love each other. Like, so that's why some of y'all, I'm talking to y'all, and I'm talking in many codes, right? Because we know each other, right? Like Breeze, Static Shock, Lamar, you know what I mean? We know each other, and it's real love. So, okay, Stella Jewel, then what's your real name then? So I can really know who I'm talking to. Listen, a second card. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow. What's your real name, Stella Jewel? Because we already family. If you want to stay, Keely, you need to come to more book clubs. You need to come to more book clubs. You need to lean into this community. You need to lean into your community, okay? You have a community of people who are ready to uplift you, encourage you, and support you. You may be showing up watching the playbacks and things like that, but if you can join on Saturday, if you can join on Wednesday, join more often. But not only do you join, you come in, you share, you speak. There's so much love for you in that space. There's so much growth and healing for you in that space. Okay? So you're being asked to come on. You're being asked to come on into the community and be an active member, not a passive member, not a, I'm here but I'm really not here. No, we need to know you. And this is for you. This is for you because you feel encouraged, you feel uplifted, you feel like anything is possible because you're having conversations with people that are showing you what is possible, right? That are giving you the downloads, that are giving you the power, that are giving you the insight. All right? So you want to make sure you're showing up to the book club you can live. I know sometimes y'all be at work and you can't necessarily tune in. Hell, hope you can have some headphones and type in the chat or something. All right, lady of the district. I'm so shy. Exactly. That's why this card is coming out. That's why that card is coming out, because it's time to shift. It's time to move out of that energy, right? It's time to move out of that shy energy, right? You feel shy because maybe growing up somebody made you believe that you said something dumb, or you said something stupid, or you don't want to be judged for how you think or how you feel. That's an old paradigm that we're leaving. So moving into the optimistic mind is saying, I'm understood in this space. I am received in this space. I can speak and I'm going to be felt. And people are going to encourage me and uplift me. They want to hear from me. I tell my daughter this, and I'm going to tell you this because somebody should have told you it as a kid. And this is for everybody, not just for Stella Jewel. This is for everybody. You speak because you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be heard because you are important. You are important because you are a manifestation of God. You are a piece to this big cosmic puzzle. You are important, you are valuable, and we need to hear you. I tell this to our daughter all the time because sometimes when she's like feeling some type of way or she's getting in trouble, she'll talk very low. Psst, 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 psst. And it gets frustrating for me because I'm like, I can't hear you. And if I can't hear you, I can't help you. If you are not being heard by life, by community, by the divine, by the Most High, how can you be helped? How can you be supported? And you need community. You need help. You need support. This is why the church is such a big thing. Because people need a place where they can go and be heard. Where they can talk about what's going on in their lives, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and be encouraged and uplifted within it. All right? You deserve it. You're worthy. You're important. All right. Lady of the district. Okay, lady of the district. Let's see. Partnership. In Patreon, on one of these Patreon posts, I can't remember what. No, yeah, on the full moon Patreon post. On the full moon Patreon post that I just did. Where Spirit had basically told me, we got to get out of this energy of competition. Right? We got to get out of this energy of competition. There's no competition. There's only competition in the lower realms. Right? In the lower realms, there's competition because there's a belief that there's not enough. So you're being asked to shift into a perspective of collaboration, of partnership, of togetherness, right? Because what you know and understand is that you hold something valuable and powerful, and so does others. And when that comes together synergistically, when that comes together magically, where 2 or 3 are gathered, so is he. When you come together in partnership, whether that is in love and relationships, in community, in work, when you come together with other people, God shows up. So, lady of the district, if you've been feeling like you can't connect with, let's say, your partner or a friend or a family member, shift perspective, right? Shift perspective and ask your higher divine self to reveal to you, how do you create a healthy balance within this partnership that allows God, the divine, to move through it in a sacred way, right? Because you're meant to connect. You're meant to be a collaborator. You're meant to add value to other people, and other people are meant to add value to you. But you have to feel safe in that. You have to feel safe in partnership. You have to feel safe in connection. And that takes work. That takes work. That 100% takes work. It takes discipline. It takes, surrender and allowing. And it takes faith. Because when you decide that you're going to truly collaborate, you're going to surrender, you're going to allow, when you say that, you are opening yourselves up to be vulnerable. So these are things you want to look at and reflect upon as you are thinking about your partnerships. How can you be more vulnerable? Listen, I'm going to do 2 more readings before I get out of here. If you send a donation, I'm going to skip you to the front of the line. You can donate to Cash App Relationship Alchemy. Because I've lost track of who's who. Livity Rich, I know you wanted to be in the loop. So let me know, Livity Rich, if you are still here. Livity Rich, if you are still here because you messaged me, I'm a go ahead and get you a reading. Let me see. Let me check the list. Let me see. Noelle says, I'm here. Let me know. It's a few of y'all who were here before. I don't want to skip anybody, but I also want to tend to the people who are here, who are showing up, right? Shout out to those of you who are showing up. Divine Star. Listen, because I'm doing readings for people who are here or people who donated. So if they're not here, like if Noelle left or if Livity Rich left, then we'll move on. I'm not seeing them. Oh, Livity Rich popped in and said, still here. Here. I love that. All right. Love that. Love that. Love that. Livity Rich and Noelle, they said, we here. We here. We here to get this good information. I'm here for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me fire this up one more time. This Palo Santo, and clear this energy. Yes, yes, yes. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I got you. We're going to go Livity Rich. Then we're going to go to Noelle. And then remember, listen, with these readings, they be on point. They be on point. And if you apply the wisdom, if you apply the insight, it will create shifts, healthy shifts, powerful shifts in your life, 100%. But ultimately, feel it out. Feel what resonates with you, okay? Feel what resonates with you. Feel what is ringing true inside of your being. There's a feeling. There's a knowing. There's a knowing when it's on point. And if you've had that feeling with anything that I've said today, that means that it's something for you to explore. Okay? You don't gotta take every word that I said, but if it shifted something inside of you, if it made you say, okay, there's something there, then that's your sign. All right? Livity Rich, you got 2 cards, Infinite Possibilities, and you got Nobility. Infinite Possibilities and Nobility. You want to shift into a perspective of endlessness, right? Expansiveness, that there is nothing that is stopping you from getting to where you got to go. You are a sovereign being, right? You are a sovereign being. You know what? There's nothing holding you back. If you've been thinking that it's like a degree, ooh, if I just would have got that degree, I wouldn't feel stuck. Or if my mama would have did this, I wouldn't feel like I'm captive to this energy. None of that is real. None of that is true. So you are being asked to really exercise your free will, whether it's alcohol, smoking, sex, a job, a certain thought. None of that stuff is real. Exercise your free will. Exercise your sovereignty. Go get the class, Mystical Healing Mind. It's on my website. Dream just posted it. Dream posted it in the comments. Go get that class, because it's going to show you how to dismantle some of those thoughts that make you feel like you're stuck in a certain reality. Your spirit team is saying, no, you're the unicorn. You're sovereign. You have power in both the seen and the unseen realm, right? You have power in both of those realms. So you get to say, this no longer serves me. I take full ownership of my sovereignty. I take full ownership of my energy field. Whatever it is must go, must be transmuted. Okay? And with the class, the Mystical Healing Mind, I got a guided meditation in there that I'm recommending you all do every day, right? Or every other day, or at least do it once a week. But you do that so that you can let go of the limitations that you've placed on your own mind, right? Abandon the restriction, abandon limitation, abandon the beliefs, the thought processes, and the experiences that made you feel like you couldn't stretch. You're in a season of stretching, Livity Rich. All right? And you get to be noble within it. So as you are stretching, as you are expanding, you do so with integrity. You do so with power. You do so in love. All right? Yes, yes, yes. Noelle Smith. Let's see what we got for you. And then I got to go pick up those. We got to go get those kids from school. I appreciate everybody for being here. Whether you got a reading or not, these readings are very universal, and they resonate on every level. So like I said, if something that I said to one person resonated with you, do the work, right? You got two cards, Noel. The peacock and what is this animal? The pronghorn. Basically saying to you, in short, stop hiding. How are you hiding? Are you hiding in the way you think, you feel? Are you hiding in the way that you show up? Stop hiding, right? And you know you're good at it? Do it. Take action on it. Stop hiding. Be the peacock. Let yourself be seen. Listen, y'all get to work. Go and get the class, and I will see y'all later. All right? I'll see y'all later. Hopefully you were able to receive that message, Noel. I know the internet started acting crazy. All love, though. All good. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Make sure y'all go back and listen to the beginning of this, because that message applies for everybody. Peace and love.